first element of a winning pitch deck is the introduction. You want to have information in the winning pitch deck that states clearly who you are, what you're there for, and what this pitch deck is about. You'll be surprised how many people need this information. It's also important that you start with a wow statement. Capture the audience's attention right off the bat, and that can serve as a platform for wider success. The second slide is about traction. It's about context, giving everybody in the room an understanding of where we are till date. What steps have we taken pre this pitch, and then what are the recommended steps that will flow out from this pitch. The third slide element that is important for a winning pitch deck is actually in stating the problem statement. What is the problem and what is the solution you are proffering towards this problem? You want to state it clearly, giving it some elements of what is the size of the problem, where is this problem most felt, who is the target audience, and then you can carry out by stating why your solution is the best fit for that problem. The fourth slide in your pitch deck should contain as much information as possible on the product and service offering. This is where a balance is needed. You want to give enough information to let people know that you have a world-class winning product or service, but you don't want it to become a product brochure. You can always give the key features that make it a compelling product or service, and then also give people the opportunity to discover extra information either via a website link or an actual brochure that you might give out in the course of the presentation. The fifth slide element that is important in a winning pitch deck is actually communicating your value proposition. You want to understand and communicate to your audience why this is a winning solution. What makes this unique? What makes this different from what is currently out there? And how are you going to be able to show and communicate to your target market that is actually a unique solution? The value proposition is one of the most important elements of your pitch deck. The sixth slide element in preparing a winning pitch deck is market strategy. You need to communicate your ability and your understanding of the market. Who is your target audience? Where are they? What are the similar attributes that they have? What are you going to describe as your niche? What's your focus area for your target audience? You also want to communicate your plans of how you are going to reach them. What are your channels for reaching your target market? Finally, you also want to communicate to your audience. What are your sales targets? What are your goals? What are your market goals? And how are you going to achieve them? Your understanding of this particular slide and your ability to communicate it is one of the key areas in which investors and potential customers pay attention. If you can show your ability to attract, serve, retain, and continue to grow your customer base, you're on a very strong path towards winning. The seventh slide is focused on your competition. No business operates in isolation, and you want to be able to communicate your ability to outperform your competition. What is your advantage over your competition? Who are they? What are they doing? What are their strengths? What are their strategies? Your ability to communicate this shows that you've prepared, and that also gives you a great edge with your audience. Eighth and possibly most important element of a winning pitch deck is your business model. Simply put, how are you going to make money? If you cannot clearly articulate your plans for making money in a sustained way while you have your advantage, then investors most possibly will see through you and look elsewhere. You want to be able to communicate to your audience your plans that are going to be clearly thought through about how you are going to make money from your venture. The ninth slide in this winning pitch deck series is about your team. You need to give investors and potential members of your audience information on who are the people behind this solution. Who are those that are going to be playing critical roles in ensuring the successful delivery of your product or service. If it's a technology-related solution, who is your CTO? It's also very important to communicate who are the people behind financial models and planning. Who is the person in charge of finance? When you're communicating members of your team to the audience, you want to accentuate what exactly is it about them that makes them suitable for the role that they're going to play. The 10th and always the most critical slide in a pitch deck is about the financials and investing. How much do you need? What's your planned budget? What are you going to spend it on? Where are you planning to get money from? Are you looking at investments? Are you looking at equity or debt or a combination of both? How much capital do you have up front? How much are you willing to commit? That is always an indicator of how seriously you take the business. What are your key resources till date, and where are you planning to get your funding from? This is very, very important.